right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Yeah. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls. Y'all know we have Music Monday as well, but tonight is Wednesday, man. We're going to talk that sneaker talk. Speaking of sold out, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section. And it is free to sign up where, of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk. But we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already chopping it up in the Discord in some way, shape, or form. And it is free to sign up. Free 99, man. Y'all know I ain't charging for nothing, man. It is what it is. I do this off of the heart and the love. So, tonight's topic, we're just going to cover two. We're going to piggyback off of what we covered on Saturday with the EEOC that Nike's kind of facing with. I think Trump administration is challenging the diversity incentives, which is DEI matters, to the best of my knowledge. So, we're going to be talking a little bit of that tonight. And then also, we're going to keep the party started with Nike. I'll do that part towards the end of the live because I have my thoughts on that one. And then we're going to do an update on the Converse situation because, you know, that's been Nike's, like, I guess you can say, like, sales that haven't been where they would like for them to be. So I'm going to start there, see what their plan is for that one. Hopefully we got an update on that, and then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases. Only plan to be on this joint for like an hour, so as y'all coming it out, smash a like button for the kid. Definitely sub up, really means a lot. Let me know if audio and visuals is looking good, and we'll get the party started. Let me touch the chat real quick. We'll see all got in the building. We got a lot of heat dropping this week too, man. Even though I don't really have that much up on the screen as far as like upcoming sneaker releases, I'll check the sneakers app, but a lot of heat. And a lot of it I'm going to skip, but I mean, some of it I am interested in. I know we do have the Union LA joints. I know that's going to be an interesting drop, along with the, I guess you can say, the infrared salesmen is what we're calling them, which basically I kind of get the story behind them now. So I'll be dropping a drip or skip on that one too, coming soon. Yeah, definitely got a lot of drip and skips on the way. But let me check the chat real quick, see what I got in the building, and then we'll get the party started. Looks like we got Thomas Goldring Jr. in there. Says, what up, Jones? Your info is on point. Appreciate that, Thomas. Appreciate that, sir. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Got King Minded says, smash that like button. It says, if you need a mod, I can help. You know what, homie? I went on and you should be a mod now. I made you a mod in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of help out if we see a lot of spam, which we don't really get a lot of that anymore. Knock on wood. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But you know what I'm saying? You should be able to put people in timeout. You know what I'm saying? Don't go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it nice and chill. But we should be able to just keep things where, you know, if it get crazy, usually we have a lot of spam whenever I do like a lot of like live cops, but for the most part with these streams, we're pretty chill for the most part, man. I don't really, knock on wood, and I got something right here next to me. We don't usually have too much drama, man, so it should be nice and chill. Appreciate that for you been coming through. I noticed you've been coming through actively a lot. I noticed you did sign up in the sold out Discord as well, so I appreciate that as well. King Midas, we got Devon Photos in there. Says, what's goody? Devon says, not gonna lie, Polo, are those reverse infrared 6s even necessary if you have the 2019 pair? Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've been going back and forth all week, and I know it's just Wednesday, but it's like it's one of those stressful things for me because I have the 2019 pair. They're in great shape, and I mean, I'm gonna be buying this shoe just for the Nike swoosh that's colored on there. Like, I'm thinking, like, dude, do you really need these? Like, I mean, answer is obviously no, you don't need them, but I guess, yeah, to answer your question, need, necessity, or necessary, same meaning right here, right? Short answer, no. Am I kind of interested? Yes, but I don't even really wear my infrared 6s like that, though, even though that's the ones he want to ring in. But I mean, I don't know. I'm buying it more off the strength of the story. I wouldn't mind, though, if these joints would sit and I could try to catch them on sale, but I know that's wishful thinking, too, because it's kind of hit or miss with the way things have been going, man. So, Short answer, no. But am I gonna go ahead and I entered? And to be honest, let me tell you how real it is. I've only entered like one raffle. Like if I don't hit on that joint, I don't think I'm gonna chase it down for real, for real. So I mean, to be honest, it's kind of one of those. No, I'm trying anyway, off the strength. If I hit, I hit. If I don't, I don't. It's not one of those, you guys, you can quote me. I will not be looking for these on a resale market for any way, shape, or form because I had the 2019 pair. So I'm not really tripping off of them like that. But I wouldn't mind having them though. I'll keep it 100, but I wouldn't say necessary, right? I'm assuming that's probably what just a lot of people are on the fence about these. Looks like we got Manny with the Kicks in the building. Says, Europe, what up, Manny's? Says, I need both, Divine. Okay, I respect it. Divine, Manny with the Kicks says, Divine 100 salute. And King Monty says, I have over 4K subscribers on my channel. I'll bring some people over here. Appreciate that, big dog. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, man. And, you know, if everything goes right, when I start, every now and then, I haven't done it in a minute, but I'll invite people up on the stream in the Discord, and then, you know, we can chop it up on the panel too. I do it every now and then. I'm going to incorporate it more this year now that I kind of got it down to a science. And then we'll get the party started on that. So appreciate that, big dog. Says, I'm saving money for the phone posits. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. You talking about the university joints, the white and blue joints that's coming out? I seen those. Those are supposed to be coming out these week as well. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's All-Star Week, right? Let's see where we at. King Mike says, big ups to the mods. No problem, big dog. No problem. No problem. Let's see. Devon says, we got a new mod. Yes, sirski, man. Yes, sirski, man. So check him out. I don't know if you guys checked out his content. I don't think I have, but I will for sure. Appreciate you for being active as always, dog. It really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? King Midas says Stranger Things. Oh, the Stranger Thing phone posits. I know what you're talking about, those black and red joints. A lot of people been trying to force those on me. And to keep it 100, I don't hate them. I don't hate them, but I don't really necessarily like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm very picky with my phones. You know what I'm saying? Especially ever since I cleared the Galaxy, like, once. You know what I'm saying? Everything now is kind of feels like just extra. Then I also like that I did get those cherry blossom joints, but I don't hate the Stranger Things ones. But I mean, it's probably what motivated me to go check out some of the other Stranger Things themed sneakers as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they've done other ones just other than just the phone posit. And I never even watched one episode. I know the Stranger Things is a show on Netflix to the best of my knowledge, right? I never watched one single episode of that joint. But I mean, that don't mean I can't cop the sneaker though. You know what I mean? Let's see. Man of the Kick says King Midas with the salutes and a strong arm. And Devon says King Midas salute. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting week. We got a lot coming. But I mean, will all of it instantly sell out? I noticed on the sneakers app, they have a new little thing that they're trying to do where I think you got to be in LA as well for the All-Star Week. Usually we get a lot, and we are getting a lot of heat, but it's kind of like mid, if you ask me. I haven't seen nothing really wow me yet, you know what I'm saying? And I know we do got the denims that's supposed to be coming out, next week, if I'm not mistaken? I'm almost positive, yeah, next week, the 3 joints. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a requirement for me for sure. I would like the black pair. The blue denim pair, I don't hate. Now that light joint, to each their own for sure. But I mean, Nike them coming out, and this is how they normally do. They start to stack up slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little bit of a break, but they know at the end of the day, let's just keep it 100, and I hate to bring this into the conversation, but tax season is upon us, so, you know, a lot of people gonna have a little extra bread. I know a lot of people gonna take care of bills, but you're gonna get yourself something nice as you should, you know what I'm saying? If you're getting anything back, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take care of business, I hope, and then, boom, buy yourself something nice, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to sound like I'm getting up here hating on nobody because I'm guilty of it as well. You know what I mean? Hey, we all human at the end of the day. But yeah, let's start on tonight's first topic. Let's talk the Converse joint. We've been covering that on and off as we get updates. And you know, technically, if I'm not mistaken, Converse falls under Nike. And to be honest, I don't know if Converse them even, you know, it's kind of one of those brands where we've known about them, has it come and gone, right? I mean, my last pair of Converse, I sold them. I had 2 pairs, I sold them. I know it wasn't no problem to sell them, but If you think about it, if they and we got this image I got on the background, they talking $65. I remember at one point they had got up to like 80 some bucks. You know what I'm saying? When people were kind of trying to bring them back, but I mean, to be honest, it's a shoe where I feel like it's indestructible. You know what I'm saying? Even my pairs that I wore like more than one time, them joints still look good. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people use that. You know, it's kind of one of those like, and I don't want to put nobody in the basket here, but the OGs I noticed they rock the Converses. One of my ex's family members rock the Converses like year round, and I respect it. And I will say, the shoe feels like you're barefoot, but it's comfortable if that makes sense. But you still feel barefooted too. You know what I mean? Let's see. King Mighty says, I have over 10 pairs of Converse. Wow. Wow. Me, I've only had a total of like, throughout my whole life, I may have had like 3, 4, 5 pairs, but my last 2 pair, I sold them joints, man. But y'all know, obviously, with that being said, I had a red pair and I had a black pair. I mean, it is what it is. It comes as waves, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they missed the mark on this too, because I feel like, to be honest, a good person that could have been a marketing scheme for this whenever they was big into like Converse and really rapping about it, or Chuck Taylor's, was Wiz Khalifa. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if Snoop can go over the sketches and do his thing, I think you can let Wiz Khalifa be himself, do a great design with a Converse, and see if he can move it to his audience. You know what I'm saying? If they're looking for that, you know what I'm saying? If they're trying to look for some reconstruction and try something like that. But even Wiz don't even really, I'm not going to say he don't rock Converse. He just doesn't really rap about it no more, man. I used to be one of like the biggest Wiz fans of all times, and borderline still is. You know what I'm saying? I like his music. I just don't, I don't know. I don't search for it or listen to it as often because I used to listen to it so much. You know what I mean? Respectively. But let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. We'll get the party started. I'm only going to be on stream for like an hour. You know how it is. Time goes by pretty quickly on these streams easily. Again, let me see. Share my screen and boom. You guys should be seeing my screen right here. And it says, looks like we have a lot to go on. We got Amit sales speculation, Converse layoffs, reconstructing appears adamant. So we're going to see what that's about tonight because, again, layoffs, that's never necessarily a good thing. But that just means basically, I'm assuming it's not nothing to do with the people and their work ethic. It's more so that, you know, the Converse not really moving like they used to. Let me put it this way. If Nike themselves, the brand, is down, everything underneath it is going to feel it as well. I've said that time and time again. Yvonne says, you read my message, Polo. Which one? Which one? You put a message, what? Here? Where? Where at? Where at? Where at? Where at? Where at? Let me know. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, I've been in Discord today, but I ain't read all of them, so I don't know. I can check if you put it in the Discord, but yeah, I don't know if I read the joint. King Mighty says, when you get a chance, check out the tearaway Converse. They're super dope and pair and feature a tearaway layer. Okay, cool. I will. I most definitely. Most definitely. I'll even probably copy and paste that joint, see if I can throw it on at the end of the live. And we'll check it out live and get my first thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Actually, what I'll do, let me put myself, that way I don't even forget. Because I know how when some people tell me some stuff and then like I don't get a chance to check it out and then I keep pushing. Because you know what I'm saying? That's my thing with the content. I just keep pushing. So let me see if I can just go ahead and get this tearaway Converse up here real quick. Tearaway Converse, and see if we can pull it up in a little separate tab. And then we'll go there. So we'll go copy. Boom. Make sure we're good. Should have myself back on the main screen real quick. Just kind of like Google it. Tearaway Converse. Boom. And yeah, I think I see what we're seeing up here. Images. We'll save it towards the end of the live. Actually, they don't look bad from what I see. You know, kind of give me like off-white vibes off this joint. But let's see. Let me get back on the main story real quick. And then let me share my screen real quick. And yeah, Divine, elaborate a little bit for me, dog. Where'd you put the message? Just let me know. All right, cool. So let's get stuff started real quick. Where we at? We'll start with this article. It says, the news comes just a week after Nike Incorporated confirmed that nearly 800 jobs were on the chopping block at the distribution centers around the U.S. So 800 jobs right there. And that sucks, man, because those people, you know, ain't no telling how long they've been working there, and now they got to find another job. If they're doing layoffs, is Nike going to try to, and I'm assuming Nike may have tried, they keep what they can, but it would be nice if they could find a home or somewhere for those people to like work somewhere else within the company. You know what I mean? But some people, that's all they want to do is just do, you know, work and go home. They're not looking to try to advance all the time. You know what I'm saying? It says in the chat, like, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure I read all of them. Yeah, in the chat, like this chat, I'm pretty sure I read all of them unless I missed one. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. We got a new mod. Read that one. Big up to all the mods. Read that one. Yeah, I think I covered it. Unless it's not showing it to me or something real quick. But yeah, I think I covered the joint. So we got the live chat. We got the, we got the top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered it. It says in the chat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read it. If I missed it, my bad, bro. But yeah, it says Polo, reinverse infrared sixes is it necessary for if you got the 2019 pair? I covered that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, it said it's not showing it to you. Oh, did you say something like out the way or like? And I'm not saying to me personally, but YouTube purposes, right? For YouTube purposes, is it something you're saying like maybe they don't want you to use? Yeah, it says it's not showing it. That's crazy. I don't know why. But it's letting you type everything else. I'm not sure why. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. Is it like got like and you know YouTube? I don't know if y'all have noticed, man. Not to go in on let's see. I said Polo. Believe it or not, Slayer should be a mod. Okay, yeah. I didn't see that joint. I got him. Next time he come in here, which I'm pretty sure he probably will pop up tonight. I got him too. I'll put him up in here for sure. I got him. Yeah, because he be consistent. You know what I'm saying? I got him for sure. I'll hook him up. You know what I'm saying? But I can't, I can't do it unless he actually in here. So I don't know why I didn't show it the first time. You know what I'm saying? My bad. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this too. I don't think it's you or me, but I don't know if y'all noticed. YouTube, lately, they've been coming more strict on just what we can use and what we can post, man. You got to really, it's like you got to walk on eggshells around here, man. But it says a Converse shoe on display at the Converse outlet in San Marcos, Texas. So it says just weeks after Nike Incorporated confirmed that nearly 800 jobs were on the chopping block, more employees were set to exit, this time at Converse. And a Monday memo sent to the employees from Aaron Kane, Converse Chief Executive Officer. Bloomberg News reported that Converse brand staff were instructed to work from home this week at the sportswear giant, make strategic changes in the recapture sales growth. It says the changes include new roles and team moves for some staff, that report stated. When reached out by Foot News, a representative from Nike declined to comment on the news. So again, they don't have to tell you the inside of everything they're moving. You know what I mean? Because if they tell you, then it's going to obviously get back to their people. That means they haven't even made their probably full decision on what they're going to do. They just know they're going to do something, right? Again, it's kind of been one of those things that's been back and forth and debated. And I know we've covered this as well over time too, that will Nike eventually like get rid of Converse, sell off Converse? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of one of those like, okay, cool. Our other brands are striving. Nike Dunks doing good. Nike SB Dunks doing good. Jordan's clearly doing good. All the other stuff. But Converse, we got them off the strength of maybe because of the history behind them. But at the same time, and I hate to compare this, it's kind of like, do you want to keep bringing on the extra family member if they're really kind of, you're not making any money off of them, you're losing money? Is that like a smart business move? You're just keeping them around because, you respect where it all started. Because keep in mind, believe it or not, Converse actually used to be a bigger brand than it used to be the biggest brand at first. A lot of NBA players got the deal with Converse first, respectively. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did that. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing like Larry Bird and them playing in Converse. Magic Johnson even said that, he took the Converse deal versus doing what Michael Jordan did, where, obviously he started his own thing. Well, technically Nike at the time, where they weren't even Nike. He approached it and got the deal, and look, it paid off. I'll tell you another person who off mode but on mode because it's still sneakers. If y'all remember that brand DC, right? Then the skateboard brand. I ain't gonna say little skateboard brand because obviously it was a big known brand. Rob Dyrdek, who was hosting like the MTV joint, Ridiculousness or whatever it's called, and then he had Robin Big, RIP to Big, because I feel like he passed away, if I'm not mistaken, but he had a similar deal with DC, how Michael Jordan has with Nike, and that's how he was able to eat so good. You know what I'm saying? King Mind says DC still around. Okay, I feel you. Yeah, DC still around. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know at one point they had like a stack house. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't bought or checked into DCs in a while. But believe it or not, I actually used to own a pair of DCs. I used to skate DCs. Actually a good skating shoe. But I haven't really checked for them in a while. One of my favorite skateboarders used to be on DC, but I think he got up off that joint. He actually had a Reebok deal, which I feel like Reebok too. I feel like they're missing out on a lot of bread, in my opinion. They need to really go ahead and cut the deals. Whatever y'all need to do to get some of the stuff that we had before. I feel like if you bring Jay-Z back over there, it's going to revamp some things up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of one of those, I think, but if Jay-Z them two got to take, like, I'll put it like this. Reebok them may or may, I'm not saying they don't got it, but they may or may not want to bring the type of bag that Jay-Z is asking. So maybe we can cut another deal. But if I know Jay, he's going to try to go in and try to own the joint. But I mean, if there's a deal to be made, let's see if they can make a meal. I would like to see them make a deal. We get the S dots back, you know, for the people who remember that, because I never got a chance to own a pair. Fifth, he's doing well. His movie streams and well, not his movie, but his TV series and stuff like that. He's got his own like network type of thing that he's trying to really build, from what it seems like to me, or at least movie wise, he's trying to be like the Tyler Perry joint. He's trying to get his own studios type of thing and look like he's headed in the right direction. And rumors is, we've heard this from time to time again, that G Units is supposed to come back. So I would like to definitely see that come back and get them guys on a deal too, because I never had a pair of actual like G Unit sneakers. And Pharrell used to be over there too with the ice cream joints. You know what I'm saying? If you know, right? And that was a skateboard and sneaker for Adidas back then. But it says the move to recognize the struggling footwear brand comes 1 month after BNP Paribas Equality Research senior analyst Laurent Valenchou suggested in a note that Nike may be considering a sale of its Converse brand, which I feel like we had covered that. It says indicating that the underlying health of the brand is more perilous than they first thought. So they're saying like, yo, it's a lot deeper than what we thought. Is it really worth the, you know, again, if they're not breaking even at least, that's my thing. I'm assuming, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think, and I don't work for the company, but allegedly it's probably getting to the point where they're no longer probably even breaking even anymore. You know what I mean? So at that point, do you really want to have something that's keeping you in the negatives where like sell it off, let somebody else that probably could profit off of this and maybe do something we can't do? Because I feel like Nike them, if anybody can do it, it's them. You just got to get the right face over there, right people over there to do the marketing. Because I feel like marketing does sell the product. It helps. You know what I mean? Granted, sometimes with the sneaker world, we can kind of contradict that. We've seen some great marketing, but when it came to the shoe, it wasn't properly, it wasn't not that it wasn't properly executed, but it's kind of one of those like, yo, this is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we some tough critics at sneakerheads, man. But it says, to justify the potential move, the analyst pointed the challenges Converse has seen of late, including a 28% decline in revenues in the first quarter, and with the sales dropping another 31% in the second quarter, leading to the EBIT, and that's earnings before interest and taxes of Converse, dipping into the negative territory for the second quarter. So this is a quote here. It says, we think the underlying health of Converse is more paralysis, as the average selling price pressure would suggest sell into off price and therefore sell into a key account could be down more than 30%. Baselshu wrote, it says all potential diverture would not be Nike's first. Rather, it would be off a long history of divertures, pretty much like other things they tried to do, right? From Cole Haan, Ubro, Starter, Burrow, and Hurley. So again, they tried to work with other brands to see if they could probably bring it back, but I mean, that's easier said than done. Even if I think if they, and I don't think they tried this, but imagine if they try to get a Travis over there. I don't even think Travis would, I mean, it would make people look, but I mean, at the end of the day, the problem with the Converse, not all, but majority, the Chuck Taylors, they all look the same. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we don't got enough versatility. Now, there's other model Converse too. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, when you think of Converse, the shoe of Converse is the one we see, which is that all-star joint. which that's not a bad thing. But at the same time, I feel like that one and the way that it's made and the material is not that durable too. Not to downplay the shoe, because I had a shoe. I just feel like they had to run, but I feel like we've just had technology come so far along, and it feels like those Chuck Taylors, there's only so much they can do. Even though we got a great example up here thanks to King Midas, but again, it's still gonna look like the Converse. And I could probably debunk this and compare it to like the Jordans and the Nikes that we all come and love, but those also hit kind of different, and we have seen those sit too, because not every sneaker's been selling out like it normally does. We still have that run, but not all, It says, the virtue of Converse would finalize the virtue of Nike's all acquired brands, a further testament that the brand acquisition is hard to pull off. Yeah, because ain't nobody just finna pull in if the brand's already struggling. And I know Nike, they're probably not going to want to let it go for, they're going to at least try to break even, but that's probably going to be easier said than done. So actually probably trying to sell out the brand is something that's easier said than done for Nike. You know what I'm saying? It says, while details on the company's effort to overhaul the Converse were not disclosed on the Nike Q2 earnings call in December, management made it a point to disclose that it is resetting the marketplace with new leadership, referring to the 21-year Nike veteran Aaron Kane taking on the Converse CEO role in July, succeeding Jared Carrier. So they're going to get like a new guy, kind of like how they did like Elliott Hill, to kind of see over there and see if he can turn things around. You know what I mean? But at the same time, even Elliott Hill had to make some moves and some restructuring too. You know what I'm saying? That's the nicest way to put it. You know what I'm saying? It says, Nike noted in an earnings release that it is expecting Converse to experience continued headwinds for the balance of the fiscal year, as revenues for the brand were $300 million in Q2, down 30% on a reported basis due to the deadlines across territories. Monday's memo to the employees come after Nike disclosed in January that it cut approximately 775 jobs as it aims to consolidate its U.S. distribution center operations across facilities in Tennessee and Mississippi, right? Okay, so again, they're going to make some changes and they're going to have to make some cuts. I mean, I get it. That's one of those that got to cut the low-hanging fruit, but I hate when companies do this, especially because some of those people could have been there so long, and now they got to go find something else. I mean, it's a part of life, but especially if you've been working there for, double digits, that's easier said than done. It says, in a statement sent to Foot News last month, a Nike representative said that the move is part of the company's Win Now strategy, which that's what Elliott Hill brought on, is Win Now. So again, he came out stringing last year. So again, he's got to do the same thing, and looks like he's making his rounds from what I get from it. It says, which was laid out on the company's third quarter earnings call in March. It says, to power our Win Now actions, we're taking the steps to strengthen and streamline our operations so we can move faster, operate with greater discipline, and better serve athletes and consumers. The statement said, we are sharpening our supply chain footprint and accelerating the use of advanced technology and automation and investing in the skills of our teams needed for the future. So I'll let you know, they obviously got to do what they got to do. Manny, I see you. You says only 37K of the Selman's Air Jordan 6s on Saturday. So you're saying they're limited? I mean, even with their being limited, will people still pull up is the question. Keep in mind the unions do drop, but a lot of people, and I hate to sound mean, but I mean, I'm going to speak it in existence. I hope whoever want to hit can hit, but I feel like they already doing like in-store raffling only at one point, and now the rest of them is going to be online. You know what it's like. Unless they do a type of similar drop how they did for the Air Jordan 4 they did last year, the undefeated joints that everybody wanted. And that let me know too, if they try hard enough for these super rare releases that we really, really want, they can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? The resellers are not going to be happy because it's going to bring the volume down. But I mean, resale is not where it once was. We still got some hype shoes that's up there. But as a whole, to be honest, it hasn't been too bad. And most people now just tend to just thug it out and just be like, on to the next one. You know what I mean? Respectively. Let's transition on to the next topic here, kind of piggybacking off of what we kind of covered Saturday. Nike's EEOC probe reflects on how Trump's administration is challenging the diversity incentives, fair use. Again, this ain't about Trump. This is about related to sneakers. I ain't talking politics or anything like that. I don't care personally who you voted for. That's none of my business. That's your business. It is what it is. And we just got to roll with whatever comes with everything. You know what I'm saying? I have no dog in that fight, but we are going to talk the sneakers tonight. Let's see. Manny says, all that means, Polo, more traffic now. Shaking my head, but we're still grabbing them. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I feel like some people are going to show up for sure. I got the 2019 pair. I'm kind of feeling like how Devon feels, but at the same time, I don't hate him. We got Trevor in the building. He says, ain't going to lie, Jordan 1 Gem Red, the 2014 release shoe I need. Okay. And that's how it be sometimes. Some shoes you want that, back then for whatever reason you didn't cop, whether you didn't think they were hot, but then they grew on you or what have you. I'm guilty of that too. I did that with the Zion joints. I skipped the first ones. Once I got the second one, saw them in hand, it made me go back and get the first ones. And that kind of added up. But it says, attorney Brian Miller Sullivan and Nike may be less of an outlier and more of a bellwether for how the Trump administration is handling the DEI matters, right? It says U.S. President Donald Trump anti-DI policy could mean more companies, often than just Nike Incorporated, could also come under scrutiny. It says Nike Incorporated appears to be the latest example of how President Trump's administration has escalated efforts to challenge the diversity efforts across corporate America. Now, keep in mind, we've seen it floating around where I guess they were saying like they don't have enough like white employees or something like that, right? Don't quote me on that, but that's what I remember the last one we kind of covered over that too. Let's see. Manny says, I need a sample pair for the Lowski Polo. I mean, hey, seeking you sell fine, but I don't know about for the Lowski, respectively. Where we at real quick? Where we at? It says, as reported, the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, which that's what EEOC stands for the people who didn't know, on Wednesday filed an action for enforcement of an EEOC administrative subpoena against the athlete firm seeking the production of the documents in connection to the discrimination probe. Says more specifically, the EEOC is probing systematic allegations involving DEI-related international race discrimination against white employees. See, yeah. And respectfully, it's hard to read that because that really just don't sound right. But, I mean, it can happen against anybody. Discrimination don't necessarily have to be always involving, like, a race or anything. I feel like, personally, and knock on wood, not all, but I feel like oftentimes when people meet me for the first time, I get like pretty much discriminated against off of my tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm trying to be on some positive energy joint, people just don't like to see you with a lot sometimes. You know what I mean? I see Trevor says, another thing is no one clowns shoe choices anymore like they did in 2010. I mean, to be honest, it's different now because honestly, we have so much, like, even if the shoe ain't heat, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's sitting, I've seen some people drip some shoes that's like, yo, I didn't like these, but they look good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's no point because shoes have become readily available too. It's not as rare compared to back then, you know? Mainly because we're just now getting them sometimes, some of these pairs for the first time. Let's see. Manny says, that's why I'm copping a Salesman Air Jordan 6, and I remember seeing that pair on East Bay. Yeah, inside their salesman book. Yeah. So it makes sense. I mean, like I said, I don't hate them. The story behind it, I respect it. Let me get back to the story real quick. Where we at real quick? Where we at? It says probing systematic. Let's see. Against white employees and job applicants. That's where I left off. It says a Nike spokesperson called the move a surprising and unusual escalation, given that it has had an extensive food faith participation in the EEOC inquiry. Right. So yeah. It's one of those, yeah, Nike them are being challenged. It doesn't mean it's not happening, but they're going to say like we looking for some quote unquote proof, right? It says the public EEOC investigations involving large brand name employee or employers always draw attention, but the underlying process itself isn't unusual. The EEOC routinely investigates unfairness claims across the spectrum, including so-called reverse discrimination allegations. Those against white employees, said Brian Sullivan, a partner at the law firm Early Sullivan, Wright, Gizer, and McRae LLP. I'm assuming that's the law firm that he works at. You know what I mean? Anybody who knows me, that just screams expensive. So again, Nike them has also faced lawsuits of their own where they've had to sue people in or vice versa. People have sued them. You know, it says what's different here is the visibility of the company in the broader political and cultural context around DEI of the day, which makes the probe feel more significant than the process itself. Typically it is, but reverse discrimination claims have been made in the past. So people are saying that, you know, and it doesn't sound right, but I mean, it come with the game. I'm not trying to take away from anybody, but looks like they feel like Nike them has been discriminating against, you know, certain type of individuals, right? And that's the nicest way I can say it for YouTube. I don't want to really get in too much trouble up here. But it says the athletic firm's annual report for the fiscal year ended in May 31, 2025, filed with the Scrutinies and Exchange Commission. The company said its mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to all athletes and align with our deep commitment they maintaining to an environment where all Nike employees have the opportunity to reach the full potential. So again, Nike them standing 10 toes like, hey man, we got our stuff covered here. We've crossed our T's and dot our I's, which I sure hope so. And a company this big, pause, I feel like they have, you know what I'm saying? If not, those people, they probably know what they're looking for. So if anything, who's to say they won't clean it up if they possibly can? You know what I'm saying? Nike them don't want to take, they've already been taking enough hits. They don't want to take any more, because I'm assuming these lawsuits, not cheap. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you look at other things that they've been through too. You know, people stealing their stuff, even though that's an insurance claim, but they still got to get the product again. You know what I mean? I would think, because they was looking for a certain amount of number to recoup off of, respectively. Manny says, as a Jordan head, it's must cop. If you know, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I mean, I'm gonna say must, because it's off that one off the sales book, but Jordan himself, that's not, I don't think he had that particular color on his feet. He had the Emperor at 6s and he got a ring, but not the salesman joint. But it's kind of one of those, that was the problem. It was a shoe that when people saw it in that salesman book, right, they were like, this ain't what we saw in court. And then it became an issue. Now, Nike them is using it like, we've already had this shoe probably made up in the works. Let's just go ahead and just introduce it and bring it back, call it what it is, put the little reimagined spin to it, and boom, that's what you get. It says, we are committed to having the inclusive and diverse team and cultural and accessible workplace, the report said, noting that the company's archives these through recruitment, development, and retention of qualified talent. Says among the 8 executive officers listed in the annual report, Nike's executive vice president and chief commercial officer Craig Williams was the only one listed who isn't white. Wow. So again, that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? All the people at the top seems like they're something else other than, you know, they're the people that's listed top, majority are white besides like one person is what I got from that, which that can be a gift and a curse. The guy seems like he's got to walk on, you know, walk a tightrope, and it probably ain't even like that. He's probably been working with him so long, hell, they probably didn't even notice it themselves. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations, especially where I grew up, where me and Dunks grew up, like we segregate ourselves instantly. You know what I'm saying? Whether we realize it or not. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Manny says, sample pair of the sneaker that he won his first ring in, and just swipe my card right now, Nike. So Manny's letting you know he's feeling a story. And I respect it. I respect it all the way. Let me get back to this joint. Let's see. As a part of the changes to the Swoosh senior leadership team, Williams was the one of the employees whose role was eliminated. But in other changes, Chief Supply Officer Ben Tosh, and this is like Algamis, I'm not sure I say that, Halagrammy, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, took on a new role of Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. And in other moves, the leaders of Nike 4 geographics joined the senior leadership team. They got Angela Dung, pause, that don't sound right, but respectfully, that's what they got on paper. Great China, Carl Gilbert, and then we got EMEA, which is, that's Europe, Middle East, and Europe, America. Looks like they, they got Tom Petty. Yeah, hopefully I got that correctly. They got Tom Petty. Nike North America has Kathy Sparks, and then the APLA, which is Asia Pacific Latin America, right? So looks like they've cleaned house. I ain't gonna say clean, but they did some restructuring for the things. Is it for the best or for the worst? We shall see in the future. It says the changes were a part of the CEO Elliott Hill growth of the offense initiatives under the Win Now strategy, which we definitely broke that down already. So he looks like he's doing whatever it takes to try to win. You know what I'm saying? And while the EEOC charge is centered on allegations of white worker discrimination claims, Sullivan said that when companies face DEI-related scrutiny, more often it's less about the racial makeup of the team or the top leadership, and it's more about how hiring and promotion and performance systems operate at the department program level. So they're not worried about the guys at the top. It's the people underneath. How are you bringing in your people? Are they doing this? You know, certain workers aren't hired because of what? They're saying because of this or XYZ. So that's something they have to look into and investigate, if I had to guess. It says, even organizations with primarily white executive teams can still face allegations if certain policies or initiatives are perceived as disadvantaging those white employees at the departmental and program level, the attorney said. It says, in the initial EEOC commission charge May in 2024, the focus was on representing the workplace targets for 2025, which called for 30% representation of racial and ethnic minorities at the time that director level and above the U.S., and 35% of representation of the racial and ethnic minorities in the U.S. Corporate workplace, as well as other DEI-related objectives. So interesting. That's going to be interesting for sure. It's crazy because I'm saying what DEI is, if I'm not mistaken, they're trying to make things as fair as possible and have a little bit by variety and, you know, throughout the workplace. You know, it's kind of spread it out. You don't want a whole bunch of the same, you know, this or that, right? And I'm trying to tread lightly on this because I don't really want to offend anybody in any way, shape, or form. Let me finish up this last little part of this article, then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases and wrap things up here for the night. We're coming up on the hour mark. These times go by quickly. But it says, but Sullivan, who also said Nike's profile make it an easier focal point, high visibility companies with well-publicized DEI commitments are more likely to become test cases, regardless of whether their practices are meaningful, different from peers in the scene. Nike may be less of an outliner and more of a bellwether for how these issues are being examined right now, he said. So again, they say like, cool, they may not have no problems, but we may use these guys to set the example if they got everything right. It could be set the example of what not to do, or it could be set the example of what you guys should be doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, right now it's kind of like in that they're going through and still completing the investigations from what I'm getting from it. And Nike them has been, from what I got from the last article on Saturday, they've been just handing over and showing them whatever exactly they've been asking for. You know what I mean? It says the attorney also emphasized that the EEOC matter centers on allegations and not findings, and that anyone can make allegations to initiate a case. This is true. It's kind of one of those you're innocent until proven guilty type of thing. Even though sometimes you see people get locked up and they don't get out right back the next day. You know what I'm saying? And that's already make it seem like we have a strong speculation that you're guilty. But at the end of the day, even if Nike and them, if it doesn't work in their favor, I would think it's just going to cost them a bag and probably be done with the situation. Hopefully, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully they got everything cleared out. Because one claim against Nike was filed with the EEOC was by America First Legal. The company's website indicated a release that said it is filed to federal civil rights complaint with the EEOC in January 11, 2024. Let's see, Mental Kick says, Polo, I'm heading to the store on Saturday morning and straight to the Toski. Man, you excited for these joints, man. I don't blame you, man. You going straight to the store, you going to enter some raffles. What you doing? You trying to do first come, first serve? You know the spots. You know what I'm saying? Just asking. It says, America's first legal charge, Nike, was allegations of racial and sex discrimination against white males. The organization is known for its work against so-called woke corporations and was co-founded by Stephen Miller in 2021. Miller is a former senior advisor to the U.S. President Donald Trump. During his first administration following Trump's re-election, Miller joined the new administration and serves as an assistant to the president and deputy chief of staff policy, as well as a homeland security advisor, according to the America First Legal website. So he's pretty much hands-on with the president from what I got from this, right? Where we at real quick? Where we at? Let's see. We got Clover in the building. Clover Logan says, hey, man, I'm bored and I'm giving you a chance. Just be real. Don't tell people what to think and don't lecture. I'm not lecturing at all, and I'm not telling anybody what to think at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just reporting the facts on here, what they have listed anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, make your own decision. I would never, ever tell nobody what to do. I always said that from day one. Buy what you like at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to delete the message. We good. But yeah, we good. If anybody deleted it, but yeah, if it was an accident or not. But yeah, we ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do that. Homie can have his opinion. I ain't tripping at all. Y'all know I'm not tripping at all. So I seen you, King Midas, says facts. But I ain't never ever came like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never forced somebody to literally, I'm always been real. That's all what anybody ever is going to get from me, no matter how you slice it and dice it. That's my problem. If I'm going to keep it real, no pun intended, I'm too freaking real. You know what I'm saying? But really, I have been on some chill stuff, just chilling and vibing out. But I've always said, buy what you like. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of covering stuff that really this helps me stay in the know. And to be honest, when I do my mall vlogs and doing these streams, I actually learn a lot more than what I actually think. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how I cover some of these stories and I'm like, man, I go to the store and I'm literally watching it live in action. And it says, one of Trump's early moves was taking office in January 2025 was the federal dismantling of its DEI policies. Those efforts run deep across several federal agencies, right? King Mon says, I was saying facts to the stuff you were reading, not to his comment. No, I got you, dog. No, I got you. No need to really. I got you. We ain't tripping. And like I said, let homie rock out. Let him have his opinion. We ain't tripping. Let's see. Devon says, the only union fragment I'm trying to go for is a black and blue pair. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that drop goes for sure. I respect it. It says, on January 30th, Federal Trade Commission Chairman Andrew Ferguson sent a warning letter to 42 law firms regarding potential unfair and anti-cooperative employment practices. The respondents had attended a certification program for a for-profit business on common race and gender-based employment practices across the legal industry. The program also included participation in the monthly meetings to discuss implementation of certain criteria, and move that apparently kicked off the FTC attention and gave it to the infos threatened antitrust violations on the possibility of conclusion. It says the antitrust maneuver is seen as a novel move, one that shows the willingness by the Trump administration to test how far to go to everyone's knuckle down agenda. So again, we're just covering this joint. We're going to finish this up. Got like a couple little paragraphs here. We should be able to knock this out, and then we'll wrap things up for upcoming sneaker releases, because we're coming at the top of the hour. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Where we at? Let's see. Devon says, I do think it might end up being a raffle where where we all lose out. I mean, I don't have my hopes up. I'm gonna try and be positive, but I won't be tripping if I won't be surprised if they do something like that. Manny says, I haven't been hyped in a while. Polo, Nike is in first come first. Nike is first come pause. Just say first come first serve, dog. You gotta say the pause. King Mike says, do you think the off-white Jordan 1s going to shock drop All-Star Weekend? They've coming out in March. It's a possibility, but I don't think they will. But don't quote me on that. I don't work for them, but I don't think so. But I mean, who knows, man? All-Star Weekend, they tend to have do certain drops, but they could do something where it be local, because I do see they have that little setup in the app. So if they do, I have a feeling it be like a local thing versus dropping it across the board. You know what I mean? It says some firms that received the FCT letter, such as Skaden Arps and Reed Smith, were also the targets of the EEOC inquiry last year. Skaden Arps was since discontinued as its friendly groups events, while Reed Smith was eliminated DEI branding and its hiring incentives. Law firms who routinely advise their clients on how to maintain DEI objectives while mitigating risk now need to rethink how to best advise clients against the backdrop and new landmines under the Trump administration. So a lot of changes have been coming across the board. You know what I'm saying? Menard Kick says, we know Polo and he tripping plus need to go live life. Hey, man, we ain't worried about him, man. I see you. King Mike says facts. I mean, to be honest, dog, it is what it is. I don't write this stuff, but at the same time, this is informative information that I've enjoyed covering, It says, in the case of fashion and footwear, some firms were already shifting course before Trump won the re-election in 2024. That's because of the handwriting was already on the wall following the U.S. Supreme Court decision in 2023 that shot down the affirmative action and colleagues' emissions. Retailers such as Walmart moved away from DEI toward the concept of belongings, and Walmart competitor Target Corp in January 2025, after Trump took office a few weeks earlier, said it was rolling back its DEI embrace belong, right? Because some fashion firms also don't plan on backing down from their diversity efforts, and retailers such as the REI Co-op have indicated no plans to scale back efforts. Neither does Levi Stratus and Co. At the firm's 2025 annual shareholders meeting, Levi's board advised voting against a proposal to considering abolishing its DEI program and goals. Shareholders did just that, with less than 1% of the shares voting in favor of the proposal. The Jean Brands was a long commitment to diversity and inclusion. So diversity is just basically trying to have an equal set of diversity throughout the workplace. And not just don't mean, when we're not even just talking about the color of our skin, you could be talking about, hey, your male to female ratio. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have all guys on unless it's just a specific job that kind of covers that. You know what I'm saying? Clover says, do you think it's insane people spend hundreds on a name brand yearly for shoes and others spend significantly less on the brand shoes, yet both are made overseas? No, I never really think that deep into it. And I know that that's been brought to my attention. People get this or get that. At the end of the day, it's your money. You know what I'm saying? But it's also about supporting the brand. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily, the money is important, but I mean, I like being able to support a brand that I feel like that represents me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not judging what people do if they want to go get this option or get that option. At the end of the day, buy what you like. You know what I'm saying? It's your bread. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some people take the alternative route. That's just not for me. But I mean, I get it. Both are made overseas, and they're no different than, say, you get other brands that are high fashion brands that are made overseas for a fraction of the price. That's just and to be honest, that's just how it works in anything, right? Right down to your grocery stores, to your fast food restaurants, right? If they sold the stuff for what they got for it, right? How would they make any money? They got to make profit. You know what I'm saying? The grocery store is not going to tell you. They got a wholesale price, right? Most likely, allegedly. They're not going to just sell it unless that. And then certain places like Walmart, they don't even have to really pay for the stuff until the stuff actually sells. You know what I'm saying? From what I've heard about it. So yeah. Main says Nike lacking my fault and eating at the moment. You good, Brody? You good? Let's see. Devon says next month are the neons. That's what I'm looking for. I need 2 pairs of the neon Air Max 95s, please and thank you. That's on my radar for sure for the gym. My stashes, now that they broke in, they pretty good. Let's see. Devon says they pushed the jellyfish release on the KIF to the 21st. Okay, cool. Appreciate that info, big dog, because I've been debating if I was going to just download the app and try, but I'm over the whole, like, get an app here, sign up there. I'm probably going to end up doing it anyway, but I will admit that I'm kind of like, hey, you app us to death. Pause, you know what I'm saying? It says, and while Nike is the latest target, it might not be the only one on the face of the DEI wrath of the Trump administration. Given the Trump administration public statements on DEI and sustained shift is how DEI is treated at the federal level, it's reasonable to expect an increased enforcement activity or the least more willingness to pursue claims that challenge DEI-related programs, Sullivan said. So that covers that article. Let's talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases and get things up out of here tonight, man. Been on this joint for like what? Roughly a little over an hour. Nothing major really going on. We do have All-Star Weekend. These some sneakers that we can kind of anticipate. I got up on the screen here. Obviously, the Salesman's infrared 6s. Got that in quotations, right? And then we got the Kobe's. That's going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure those are going to move because it's probably going to be rare. You know what I'm saying? But RIP to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? We got the Ben in this joint. We got several. So let me go through this real quick. But look like there will be a New Balance P350, P400. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really kind of picked up on those before. They got the Nike Zoom Huarache 24K, which is what? Air Star All-Star. Not a fan. Don't hate them though. But these are supposed to be coming out February 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So if I look at the calendar, that should be tomorrow, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be interesting. One of Kobe Bryant's themed sneakers is basically what this is. You know what I'm saying? RIP to Kobe. Got the Fashion First, like Puma Mellow collection. Don't hate them, but I don't love them. I feel like they borderline feel like this could be a actual skateboarding shoe more than anything. And then we got the Foam Posite Pro University Blue. Those are anticipated February 13th. You know what I'm saying? We do have this one on Adidas.com right here. This one right here is the Adidas All-Star Collection, but no set price on them, but they're supposed to be February 13th. Adidas look like they're getting their foot in the game. You know what I'm saying? We got the Air Jordan 1 All-Star. I feel like these have already dropped. If not, they're going to drop here February 12th, so that's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. We got the Willie Charveria and Adidas Harden 10. That looks like a collab. I don't hate them, but I ain't really ready to get those yet. We got the Nike Warning Label Pack. Very interesting. Of course, the Fragment. This is one of the big heavy hitters that we've been talking about all night. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. Let's see. Memory Kick says, another must cop, Divine, are those Air Max 95 Neons in Tyler size 2. And he says, only official tissue over here. No Wendy Lee. Chill, bro, chill. If you know, you know, though. And Devon says, Levi 3s, either retail or bust. I agree. The Union Fragments, I'm going to say this. If I don't hit, I highly doubt I go chasing these on a resale market. I only have the Union ones, you know what I'm saying? So, highly doubt if I chase, but those are anticipated February 14th. Levi Air Jordan 3s. So this is the ad they got going on for these. So I don't hate them. It looks like they got one person actually skating them. But they're anticipated February 13th. $230 each. Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? We got a Converse Shy 001 Truffle. No thank you. That's February 14th. Obviously Nike Kobe 6 3D All-Star. That's anticipated February 13th. We have the Air Jordan 4 Lake Show. That's anticipated February 13th, even though I technically haven't seen it loaded up on the sneakers app, but it could be actually one of those like exclusive drops when you're over there. You got the Air Jordan 6 Ben 23, $355. No thank you, even though they're supposed to be better top quality. Of course, we have the Air Jordan 6 Salesmans. Those are coming February 14th, right? If I'm not mistaken. So think we kind of covered those all the way. Let me put myself back on the main screen. I'm going to test the chat, and then we're going to wrap things up for the night. I've been on the journey for like an hour and 10 minutes, right at the hour mark officially. Manny says, dead ass Divine and the black joint hella tough. I agree. Let's see. Clover says, I understand supporting brands, but at the same time, name brands like Apple, Nike, and other market themselves like they are a progressive company, yet everything they sell comes from cheap labor. That's anything over here, dog. No company, right? And you can quote me on this, right? No company's gonna sell it to you for what they got it for, because they wouldn't make a dime at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, cool, right down to the Canon camera I'm using, right? Let's just throw a magic number. I'm not gonna say what I paid for it. I kind of remember, but I kind of don't. So let's just throw an example. Say the camera's $500, right? Do you think they paid $500 to make the camera? We can take it right down to your whip, your car, right? You go to the dealership. They got a wholesale price. Now, for them to make profit, right, with all the extra gadgets and gadgets, they can't sell it. Well, they're most likely not going to sell it to you for what they got it for. They got to make profit too. That's just how things have worked here since the beginning since I've been in here, been in this joint. You know what I mean? I get what you're trying to say, and I respect it. But at the same time, we can't just blame it on the brands. It's across the board. You know what I'm saying? It's case in point, like, you can get a BMW for this price, or you can get like a Fiat for like, XYZ. Which one you gonna pick, Just an example. Devon says, just call them reimagined sixes. I agree. Let's see, Better Kick says, F it, why not, Devon? I respect it. But let's wrap things up for tonight. I've been on this joint for like an hour and 12 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love and being active in the chat, man. This was a good one for sure. Definitely super good. Definitely like the topics we covered. The Nike EEOC, and pretty much we got the Trump administration, how we're reacting to that one. And also we said Nike set to move forward with the Converse situation, seeing how they're going to handle it. Will they be doing restructuring, letting go, what have you, or all of the above. So very interesting topic. Appreciate everybody for being active in the chat. I'll be back live again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're talking about in the Sold Out Discord. Again, see you guys on Saturday. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and you'll know we have Music Monday, and I will see you guys again on Saturday. And we're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember.